Hello everyone. So I thought I'd make a video about forgiveness because I see a lot of posts on Facebook about forgiveness and a lot of people who say they can't forgive the other person because they've done such harm, and I get it. It's not easy when we think about it that way, but forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about what we experienced because of that other person, right? So it's our own personal experience. So whatever happens out there happens. We have an experience about it, and we carry that experience with us, especially if it's painful, until it's resolved, right? So it's not resolved out there, it's not resolved with the person, it's resolved within. It's resolved by helping that part have a better understanding about what really happened, right? So that part will continue to filter our perceptions and points of views through that past experience. For instance, if someone hurt you and you bought into the misunderstanding that you were unlovable and that's why they hurt you, guess what's running the show? I'm unlovable. Now we go out into this world with this underlying current. We get mad at people out there for doing what they do because deep inside we're feeling unlovable. Anybody hurts us, automatically we go back to that experience, I'm unlovable. This isn't happening consciously. This is why we get upset. This is the healing journey. It's understanding the undercurrent, not the outer experience. The undercurrent is what's going on inside of me. When I get upset, when I get triggered, what's happening? It's an automatic response in a nanosecond. A nanosecond is an automatic regression right back to that experience that's similar to what happened. Or it triggers a belief in us that has been created from a hurt or pain. And that's what's happening. So maybe it's not even about that same situation, but it's a belief that we're feeling. I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, I don't matter. And that's what's happening inside. Anytime we get upset at someone, the underlying current is because we don't believe we're either being seen, heard, loved, valued, or appreciated. I don't matter. All those things. It's like if we felt that within, we wouldn't get upset at people. We'd just let them be. If we had expectations for them to be a certain way and they didn't meet it, we're going to get upset at them. This takes compassion. This takes understanding. This takes being with ourselves and loving. Okay, wow, what am I feeling right now when I get upset? Pause, take a deep breath. Allow space for our feelings. Everybody's so quick to change their feelings. If I do the healing now, I'll feel better. But it's not really about feeling better. It's about learning how to be with those uncomfortable feelings. And that's how we feel better. If we're sad, if we're angry, if we're upset, there's a reason why we're sad, angry, upset. We're not bad or wrong. It's just showing us an internal pattern that needs recognition, that needs some acceptance, that needs some understanding, a different understanding perhaps. Sometimes we're viewing the world through our trauma brain, and we think that nobody's there for us, right? Even if they're there for us, they're not there in the ways that we want them to be, so they're not there for us. All these things about boundaries. Boundaries are for our health and well-being. If we're able to express our needs, I say needs, that's boundaries, right? So if somebody doesn't respect our needs, how can we communicate that? When we feel we need to set a boundary, it's a beautiful opportunity to notice what's going on inside. What am I needing right now? I wonder what that other person is needing too, that they want to, quote, take all my time and energy or whatever, I don't really agree with just saying no with no explanation. It doesn't, to me, that's disrespect to that person, right? So if we want respect, if we want people to respect us, guess what? It's time to respect other people, right? So just saying no, if you want to do that, fine. I don't know. I personally, no, just hearing no, I don't know. It's just like cut off, boom, bye, out. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. If that's, the relationship that you want with the other person, that's fine. But for me, I don't want that coming at me. So I give out what I want to receive. Now, that doesn't mean that always happens that way. It doesn't mean that people always respond the ways that I respond. And it's such a beautiful opportunity for me to let others be, right? So let others be how they be. The only thing that causes real suffering, now pain is inevitable. We're going to have pain. It's part of the human experience. And in that pain, in our vulnerability, if we can just be kind with ourselves, if we could just be compassionate with ourselves, having a better understanding, what am I needing right now? What am I projecting onto the other person? What am I believing is true? You know, all these questions. Questioning is so important. If we don't, we just go about the day in our automatic habitual way, continuing to live the same patterning throughout our life journey. Most people do, and that's fine, because just come back, and that's my thought of it. I just come back and do it again. I was suicidal most of my life, and I got to the point where, you know what, I'm gonna have to face this one way or another. Might as well face it in this lifetime. And I faced a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff just came up, and not just came up, but it came up, you know, and over time. It didn't all come up at once, and it's not going to, right? So sometimes, you know, they say things get worse before they get better. I just say that things happen. You know, and it's how we see them, how we view them. We don't want to set that up by saying things have to get worse before they get better, or it's always, you know, crazy before the miracle or whatever. We don't want to set it up by saying that. You know, we want to just be with the experience, whatever is happening. Notice what's arising inside, not out there. Inside, be with that part. Okay, what am I needing? What am I believing is true? What is this about? What is this really about? I don't feel loved right now. I don't feel like I matter. It's our inner child saying, love me, inner children. You know, there's so many different aspects of us, inner children, inner parts, whatever, running around inside. They all have different little personalities, right? Sometimes they come out in different ways. And it's not just one inner child. We have all different ages of progression living inside of us, and they all have different experiences, and they all see the world differently. And the thing is to get them kind of communicating, get them internally, get them on the same team. If we have like a pain here, if we have a feeling stuck in our throat, those are all fragmented parts. We want them to work together. Okay, throat, come. Okay, heart, let's bring you together. Let's bring you together in the loving. What's going on in my throat? I'm having a hard time expressing. Okay, love, let's bring love to that part that's having a hard time expressing. Why are you having a hard time expressing? Well, when I was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I was expressing, I got locked in my room. Now it's not allowed to express. Now it comes up. I can't share how I feel in this relationship because I may get punished. This has all happened internally. We're not aware of it. So anyways, I hope this video inspired you. Take what you want and leave the rest, because I know that I talk fast, first of all. So if you want to go ahead and go back and review it and take your time with it, great. You know, like I said, take what you want, leave the rest. I'm just sharing information and what's worked on my journey, in hopes that whatever I offer you will help you on yours as well. Feel free to reach out support if you would like individual support and going deeper inside of you to really understand how your internal pattern is working. That's what I do with the clients that I see, and I would love to help you with also forgiving so you can be free. I know you could do this if you choose. I believe in you, and I love